All right, welcome to welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner. Today we got he just graduated. He just got his diploma, Mr. Joey Walsh from St. Mary's High. How you doing, sir?
Good, good. Happy to get my diploma.
Yeah, man. How's it? You got it. I mean, no walking across the stage, but I mean, this ends your high school chapter right now. Just
Yeah.
tell me everything. How's the past 2 months been?
Oh man, I mean, it's been crazy. It's been hard to be able to get to a basketball court. I mean, there's a few around me that are like outdoor courts, but just have to stay in my house and body weights and stuff. There's nowhere anyone can go really. I mean,
Yeah,
crazy. But I mean, it's been good. I think it's giving me more time with my family, which is big
yeah.
before I go to college. It gave me a lot of time to sit back and think about my decision
Mhm.
about where I was going to go, and finally chose Nichols. So excited
Yeah,
about that.
you took your time making your decision too
Yeah,
to what school you went to. Tell me the process. What was the process like just for you in figuring out everything?
yeah. So I think it really just I wanted my family to want the right decision too. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted them to have a say in everything because at the end of the day, it's going to be their money that's being spent for the college tuition. So, but Nichols right off the bat, they showed interest. I knew Marcos and I knew Jalen, so I had a connection with them already.
Hmm.
And I went on my visit, and they made me feel at home. Like, it's crazy. Just like I felt like just welcome. You know what I mean? Right away. Like, and I felt like that at a couple other schools, and I went to UMass Boston, which was the last. UMass Boston, Keene State, and Nichols were my last three options.
Hmm.
And I was talking to all three of them till the end, and it just came down to money and my parents thought was the best decision for me. But I think Nichols is the best fit.
Yeah, and you're going to a program that just won, I think, it's four straight conference championship.
Yeah,
They got a pretty good program over there. I mean, just talk about that going into that, knowing that they have a level of success and that they want to play at every single season.
yeah. So like coming out of St. Mary's, like that's what we're bred is just what I mean, just to win. Like that's what all we're taught is win, win, win. Like it doesn't matter until you get a state championship. Like that's what everyone's saying. Like at our school, like every sport wins. Like I mean, we went to the Division One final 3 years in a row, like or pretty much. Um, but at Nichols, like they've won 5 out of the past 6 years. They made it to the NCAA tournament, and like I just I want a ring, and like at the end of the day, I want to get that ring. And I know this kid Bryson, he just committed there too, and he's one of my best friends since I was in seventh grade. So like that was huge. And this kid Derek from St. Mary's, he's a quarterback for the football team. He committed there too. So I have a bunch of connections there that you know, and they're a winning school, which is
Yeah.
what Keene State and them were the only two schools that really go to the tournament every season. And like that was my goal to
Yeah,
get
so
there.
those two were pretty. It was pretty much between Keene State and Nichols in
Yeah,
your final two.
and UMass Boston. I think so. Keene State couldn't give me the money because I'm out of state.
Oh, okay.
UMass Boston could give me, but Nichols ended up giving me the best package out of all three.
Okay. I know,
Yeah,
and Keene State they got a pretty good recruiting class too. With
yeah,
some kids you've played with and played against. So
yeah, definitely.
that would have been pretty interesting. How how do you feel you're ready to tackle on the college game? Because it's every time when you move forward, it's always a fresh start.
Right. Yeah.
You're new, so you gotta adjust yourself to the team. Got to work from the bottom up. You're
Right.
coming off being a starter at St. Mary's, one of the leaders, and now you're gonna go. It's like back from square one. How are
Yeah.
you gonna able to adjust to that?
Honestly, I think that choosing Nichols is going to give me the access to the gym like daily. There's a practice gym and there's a regular basketball gym that you can go into. So even if the regular gym has like volleyball or whatever going on, I'll be able to get in the practice gym whenever. So I think that's huge for me. And it's located somewhere where it's like there's nowhere else there's nothing else to do. It's schoolwork, basketball, and like being with your teammates. Like that's it.
Mhm.
So I think that next year I'm just gonna like start right from when everything starts opening back up. I'm getting in the gym and just starting to get a routine going that is just gonna get me stronger and get me just like physically ready for the next level, because I know that I'm not the size that I need to be for next year.
Mhm.
Because it's a way different game. I'm going against men next year, so I gotta be prepared for that.
Yeah,
But I think
have they given you you said you got to put on some weight. Have they given you a workout routine, a workout regimen?
yeah. So my coach didn't send it yet, but he's been talking to me about it, and I was asking him the other day about it, and I said I was asking for a nutrition guide and a weight plan. It's only like at home stuff for now because we don't have access to anything, so it's just body weight stuff and just like jogging but it's good.
Yeah, let's look back at your senior season. You guys had a great great season. Didn't finish off the way you wanted to, but you guys got far, made a run at it, came close as well. Just when you sit back and you reflect and look back at your season, what are some of your first thoughts about this past basketball season?
I think that we had some of the best freshmen in the state, honestly, and our seniors, like Lissandro, me, and JP, we knew like what we were getting into from the past 3 years because, I mean, even though we didn't win at all, we lost by 3 in the game that would have been the state championship. Like it pretty much was a state championship because there was no game after. But I mean, we gave it all we got this season. We worked our up the whole. We worked our butts up the whole season.
Don't worry, we had it.
The whole season. But like I honestly like takeaway from the season was, I think that me being able to be more of a leader this year kind of, I don't know, it helped me to kind of like give me a different view on everything because I don't know, I think this year I wasn't the best leader I could have been. JP took the really vocal leadership role.
Yeah.
But I learned from him a lot, and I think I'm bringing that into next year. And yeah, I mean we worked our asses off the whole year. Like that's how we got there. We just pushed ourselves every day and we took it one game at a time. That was the difference between all the other seasons, is we just took it one game at a time and we just kept on working every day and pushed each other as hard as we could.
Yeah. Talk about that title game at the Garden, because you guys started off slow and then you guys went on a run. It seemed like you guys had to get the jitters out early on in the game, and then you guys had a run. And it was just like, it was like which team made the last run, because it turned into a game of runs, and they just had made the run at the end. And you guys had the chance with the shot at the end, but it just didn't fall through. Let's talk about that game, because it seemed like it was just a back and forth game between you and Burke.
Yeah. I think it was an emotional game for all of us because there was a lot of pressure, obviously, especially playing after the girls. They just won, so we were like we wanted to win, but I think we were a little scared too because just in that environment, that was our first time in the Garden, like all that team, those kids, and we're a majority of younger kids. Like it was three seniors, two juniors, one junior barely even played. So we just, I think that we played at the Red Claw Center in Maine, and I think that kind of helped us prepare to be able to play on those kind of hoops and play on that kind of wide court. But it was at halftime, we thought we were going to come out and just and win it because their best player went down. But no, we worked hard though. We gave it everything we had in that game. We were just a little shook, I think, at the beginning, and it's definitely different going from a high school gym to playing from at UMass Lowell to playing at the Garden. It's still bigger than UMass Lowell.
Yeah. Can you just talk about that a little bit? The difference, just the hoops, because I know every hoops aren't the same. They're all different. Just talk about the difference from the UMass Lowell arena and then the TD Garden.
So I think the first time I played at UMass Lowell was my sophomore year when I transferred to St. Mary's, and I thought the rims were completely just like stiff. Like it's just like it would just, everything that went, it was either a swish or it was bricking every time. That's how I felt. But when I went there last year, I think it wasn't as bad. I think there was a lot more spacing on the court, and I was just more patient with my shot. I was rushing it more. And one of the biggest differences I noticed is like the lighting and everything in the arena. It's so bright, and it's just like, I don't know. It's a way different experience. Just the crowd is so loud. Like you're surrounded by people. It's crazy. But
what did Coach Brown after the season's over, what was his advice to you guys after, kind of like a post game talk or just after the season? What was amazing advice? What did he talk to you guys about? Just
like about like
in general,
like reflecting on the season or
and reflecting on the season and just in general.
He wasn't mad. I mean, obviously we were all disappointed. We were all upset because we felt going into that game that we were going to be the winner. But he told us just, keep your heads up. Like, don't put your heads down. Like, keep your heads up, because at the end of the day, we worked the best. We did the best we could. You know what I mean? We worked as hard as we could. And some games just, it's not our game. And I felt like we just, I don't know. But he kept on. He told us that keep your heads high. Don't let this affect you. He said walk through TD Garden to the bus with your heads high and be proud, because you were able to play at the Garden and you were able to do this. And I think that he looked at this year as more of a rebuilding year, kind of, for the younger kids, and for the younger kids to look up at us kind of as like what they're expected to do. Like there's a kid Jackson, who's a freshman, who plays just like me, and I kind of like I showed him some stuff, and I think that he's going to be just like me at like next year and the year after. And there's like other players that like JP and Derek, like they're very similar. You know what I mean? But I think coach used it as a rebuilding year, kind of, even though we went a lot further than he expected us to. I don't know, he wasn't mad. He was mad the year before, but he was not mad this year.
Yeah. How did just describe him as a coach? Just when you transferred, I know you transferred from North Andover. Just talk about adjusting to him as a coach and learning his style of basketball, the way he wants you to play, and then your progression from sophomore, junior, and senior year.
Yeah. So like my first conversation with Coach Brown, I remember just talking to him about how my old school, I wasn't allowed to shoot. I would get taken out of the game if I shot a three. I would just get like I didn't get any burn because the seniors were there for like 4 years, so they played the seniors all game. So I left and came to St. Mary's, and the first combo I had with him was like I'm not a five. I am a five, but I'm a shooter too. I can shoot the ball, and I'll prove that to you. And the first summer league game, I had like 15 off of just threes, and like he was like, wow, you can actually shoot. So we started doing 5 out, and it was just like no positions. It was just just everyone did the same cuts and everything, and it really worked out well. And I think that was the best system that I could have gone to. And even though me and him butted heads a little bit at the beginning, he cared about me so much that I think he just wanted to see me improve and just wanted to see me get better. But it wasn't hard to. I mean, it was a little hard at first to kind of adjust to getting into the system, because he was a very vocal person compared to my old coach.
Yeah.
But I think it was good for me. Taught me a lot of discipline, and especially him being a cop and stuff. Like he's very demanding and very like
matter of fact
intimidating. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And also last year, Jalen scores his 1,000 career point, I think first or second game of the season.
Yeah.
And then just to follow that up, this year you score 1,000 points. Just talk about that. Just having 2 players in back-to-back seasons reach that 1,000-point plateau.
I mean, obviously I was inspired by Jalen to get it, but I wanted a ring more than getting my 1,000 points. Honestly, like I said that from the beginning of the season, I wanted to get it, but I didn't. Like me and Coach were talking about it at the beginning of the year, like, oh, you're gonna get it or you're not gonna get it, and I was like, I don't know, like. I didn't want to. At the beginning of the season, I was thinking about it way too much. Like I was like, "Oh, I want to get it," and I was just like in my own head about it, and I was missing shots and just, like shooting off balance, taking like just bad shots. Yeah. But when I stopped focusing on getting it, I started to, play better. And yeah, but Jalen, seeing that name up there, like seeing his name up there, was very inspiring. I wanted to get that, and I've been playing with him since I was in 8th grade, so. Like to see him be able to grow and be able to become such an impact player at his position, it's so inspirational.
Yeah. What are some of your fondest memories of playing at St. Mary's? What's something that's always going to stick with you?
Always going to stick with me. The opportunities that I had to be able to like go to these different gyms. Like I was able to go to Songa Center, be able to go to TD Garden, the main Red Claws. Being able to like meet people like in like the community in Lynn is just like everyone like cares, and everyone like it's about basketball. You know what I mean? Like it's between like, oh, English or St. Mary's and all this stuff, but like everyone in the gym like cares. Like I come out of the gym after and like I shake everybody's hand because like it's respect. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think like one of the biggest takeaways is the people that I met through basketball at St. Mary's. I don't think that I'd have the relationships I have. I don't think I'd have the opportunities I have. I don't think I'd have anything I have now. I don't think I'd be going to be playing basketball in college if I didn't go to St. Mary's.
Yeah, definitely. I'm proud of your parents of just everything that you've done your years at St. Mary's, because when you transfer to a different school, there's always that phase you don't know which way. Some folks don't know which way it's gonna go, but for you, it went the way you wanted it to go. Just how proud of your parents are you?
They're very proud of me now. Like after it's all happened, it was a little shaky at first because I transferred to St. Mary's like 3 weeks before the school year started, and we ended up moving like the first month of school, so we were closer to the school, and they were like, like, is this worth it? Like, is it worth spending this extra money? Like, we're going from not paying money for you to go to school to paying money for you to go to high school. But it really was like, it was hard. It was hard on them at first, but they started to see like, oh, like he's actually doing really well. Like they noticed a big difference. They said to me, the first thing was like, you get up in the morning for school. Like you get up and you're ready to go when we're asked you to go. Like that's big. Like I would never get up. I wouldn't want to get up for school at North Andover because I just didn't want to go. But like it was just such a different community. Like I felt so welcome at St. Mary's, and like I felt like I had a place. You know what I mean? Like I had a purpose. But yeah.
Hey man, hey. I mean, you 3 years, you got 3 city championships, conference.
Sure.
You got what you guys got? 3 straight or 4 straight conference championships?
I think we have 4 straight. I was here for 3.
Yeah.
So I was.
It was like 5 out of 6, right? And then 4 straight, and then 5 out of 6, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But I mean, our league isn't the craziest. I think that my sophomore year is probably at its best. But I mean, Cathedral and all these other schools kind of fell off. Like Spelman's not good anymore. But yeah, I don't know.
I think that happens. That happens all the time in each conference. There's always a point where it's just like it's not as at the level it usually is for a certain time, and then it just comes back to a high level with it. Like, I think that's just the nature of the game.
It is, and definitely because like different kids come through your school, and it's just different classes, and like a lot of kids end up transferring to. Like, I mean, Cardinal Spellman got a bunch of kids, but I don't really there's not a lot of kids that end up going to like Cathedral. I mean, Pope John's not there anymore, but Pope John and like these other schools, like you don't see a lot of kids transferring for sports.
Yeah. All right, and lastly, last night they announced the item All-Stars, item honors, and you on the team. You made the item honors team, All-Star team. Just
really, I didn't know that.
Oh, you ain't know that?
No.
Breaking news. Yeah, it's up. They posted it last night. If you go on itemlive.com, you can see the article. It's up.
Really?
But yeah, you made the All-Star team.
Like, who else made it? Did anyone else make it on St. Mary's?
Yeah, Sammy, Lee, Josh. They were item All-Star honors.
They deserve that, definitely.
Yeah, man. Well, now that I just told you that, let's talk about that. All these stuff happening like your senior year, and then you being honored by the item as one of the All-Stars.
It's huge. I mean, like it's. I mean, I saw my name a lot in the paper this year, which was different because last year it was a lot of Jalen and everything, and this year I saw my name and I saw like Sammy and JP were all in the paper, and I don't know. I mean, I'm shocked. I didn't even know. I'm honored though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, check it out. I think I got it on my Facebook. I think I retweeted it.
I pull it up right now. I'm honored to have that accolade because it's huge. I didn't get All-Star voting last year I didn't get Lynn City All-Star or anything. My sophomore year I did. But with all the work that we put in this season, I think everybody on there deserves that from my team, especially JP. JP put in so much work this year, and it went unnoticed. Like he was in the gym at 5 a.m. in the gym at 4 a.m. every day, just trying to get that extra work in. I mean, me and Sammy too. Sammy and I would try to get in the gym as early as possible. And once I got my license, I was in the gym like every morning. But
yeah, you guys definitely put in all the work, and it definitely translated on the court. But yeah, that's big for you guys. Congratulations on everything
Thank you. I appreciate
you're doing and moving forward. I know Nichols is. I mean, It's kind of far, but not too far.
Yeah, no, it's like an hour. It's a good distance.
Yeah, it's an hour and some change out there. I just
Yeah.
don't like that drive. But
Oh, yeah,
before we get you out of here, plug your social media. Tell everybody if they want to reach you to where they can find you.
Instagram, Joey Abate-Walsh, no spaces. And well, like Twitter. I don't even know my Twitter. I don't even know my Twitter.
All right, just Instagram's the most important one. Follow him on Twitter. Snapchat too. Go ahead, put it in Snapchat.
J Abate8.
J Abate8. There you go. Joey, man, thank you for taking the time, man.
I appreciate it.
Continued success to you, and good luck at Nichols. I'm sure we'll see you guys when y'all play Endicott and all that.
Definitely, so. That's gonna be a big game. I'm looking forward to that game.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, you stay safe, man.
Same to you. All right, you guys been watching Athletes Corner. That's Joey Abate-Walsh from St. Mary's High. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.